Hey guys, I'm April from Giggle Glitter Graphics, and today I am adding some pockets to my Dark Forest journal. I have a couple of previous videos working on this journal if you're interested in those, and you can find those in a playlist on my channel. But let's jump into it. I've already done one pocket and I recorded it and didn't turn my mic on, so here we go. I am just going through today and adding one pocket to each signature. I have 5 signatures in this journal and this was the first one. So I just added one of the labels from the kit, some sequin, a little fabric, a little offcut, and a fake wax seal just for a little something something on the front of this. Oh, and washi tape. And then things are going to go in the pocket, so I think that is plenty interesting and also fairly flat for this page, so that's going to work nicely. I've since moved on to my second signature, which is where I realized that I had an equipment malfunction. And I'm pulling from the pockets that came with the journal kit, at least at this time. I might switch it up later on. And I was thinking to do one of these curvy pockets sideways. So let me grab my ink dauber. I seem to have misplaced, oh, there it is. All right, so I got my ink dauber. And I am using Salty Ocean and Seedless Preserves Distress inks today. I might grab some black or browns later on, but I'm kind of trying to keep to the purple and blue theme. And I like how intense both of these inks are. And they're also going to cover up, I cut these on my Cricut machine and my Cricut is off kilter for some reason. So it's gonna hide those little edges that aren't quite right. So here I've got a page that this is like an embossed paper. I've had this in my stash for quite some time, and I thought this would look really cute. It's got a decent heft to it. It's not super thick, but it's pretty sturdy. And I thought doing kind of this style of pocket, instead of turning it this way, which is how I would expect to normally put it, I decided to turn it this way. So I'm going to grab my Beacon Fabri-Tac and I'm going to glue just 2 sides on this. It's a little more of a tuck than a pocket. Paper towel. But for the practices of today's video, it's a pocket. Or I'm using a pocket from the kit in an unexpected way. And there we go. That's a fun little tuck. And then let's add a few embellishments. I have pulled out quite a few things. I have stuff from the kit. I have the stamped embellishments. I have clusters. I have all kinds of stuff just spread out here. And I think I might like to add a little bit of ink to, this is one of those Victorian frame stamps. And I'll put a link to these. These are those clear stamps that come on a sheet. I did this in my embellishments video. I think I'm gonna add that there. I'm using my Oohoo glue stick for this. Get a good coating on there. Just trying to be playful and fun and chill today. And grab one of these sticker stamps. Oh, do I want to just put it right in the middle, like framed art? I don't know. I was thinking I might go up here. What else do we have? Something that might pop out a little more. That is upside down. I like that. But before we put that down, I feel like we need to find something else to go with this. I don't have any more purple clusters, but I am pulling a little bit of reds into this. I like that. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to just hit the edges of this with just dabs of ink, just to accentuate the little ridges around the edge. And let's see if I can get this sticker to peel. There we go. Like that. And I'm gonna glue down this cluster. I have a whole little bucket of clusters. Most of them are just 3 little strips of paper stapled together with a regular old stapler. And then I just did that with all kinds of scraps that were left over on my table. I don't know if it matters which way. Let's just go like that. And then we need to cover up Maybe one of these fussy cuts. They're all fairly large. And I'm not digging the purple. Oh, wolf. I don't like the wolf with the flowers, but we will keep that in mind for later. Not a fussy cut. A button, perhaps? Got some buttons in here. And ooh, just plain and gold, but I'm also not mad at them. These are definitely vintage buttons. They were my mom's, and they all came with a bunch of sewing stuff, so probably shouldn't throw away those little clippy things. This is metal. So I'm not sure I can use this one on here. It's not flat backed. So I'm gonna put that one back and see what else I have in here. There are some really pretty purple buttons in here. I like that. I think that's it. I'm gonna just glue that on there. And then again, things will perhaps get tucked into the pockets. Some of these more decorative pockets I sometimes just leave to add things later. Maybe just paper keepsakes or things that are a little less exciting. Just tuck right in there. And that is my second pocket. A little close-up view of that. All right, and I'm gonna move to the next one. So I'm gonna flip through, and the goal of this is to just kind of do one in each signature. I'm gonna find where I might like to put another one. I have lots of fun places to play with in here. I think maybe on this page here, let's do it on this side though. And I'm thinking a double pocket might be fun. So let's see if I can layer a couple of these up. Do something interesting with them. Do that. And then a straight one. I kind of want to be like wacky with it and do them a little bit off kilter. Like that. I do not normally do that, and I'm kind of digging it. So let's do it. Let's make it so. So again, I'm gonna grab my Seedless Preserves Distress ink. Now I'm doing this with printable pockets. I can't remember what I said before because I've re-recorded some things, but you can do this with cardstock or other pockets that you've made, or you're not limited by. I just use printables because printables is what I have. And I'm doing a themed kit, so here we are. So I like to kind of pick an element like decorative pockets or belly bands, especially when I'm working with a kit. I will grab those elements and I will work my way through and kind of do one per signature, and that lets me kind of spread the look of everything out so it doesn't feel too repetitive, but it also makes it more fun. So you're just like, I'm gonna do some pockets today, and then you do. So I'm gonna do 3 sides on this. And then on this one, I think the only pocket I'm gonna decorate, make sure I put this low enough, it's going to be the bottom pocket, because that bottom pocket will have items in the inside of it, and so you're not really going to see much of, you know, the top pocket whenever there's items inside. So I'm wishing I had inked that corner just a little better, and you know what, there we go. I like it. Fantastic. All right, now I just wanted to offset those just a little bit, so it's like intentionally sloppy. 3 sides. And decorating pockets and things like this does not have to be hard. Not everything has to be super decorated, super detailed. Let's see, what about I like some lace, but I'm going to want to put something behind that. Let me cut. This was white lace, and when I was dyeing my paper for this, I dropped the white lace into the food coloring, and it did keep a good bit of the color. It is a light purplish pink, and I'm very happy with that. Let's see, I have some felt here. Why don't I cut some felt with my pinking shears? I'm going to do it over a container because, let's see if I can kind of do the edge. Last time I cut it and cut some felt, it made little fuzzies everywhere. All right, I just want like a strip of felt. There's a lot of black and purple and blue in this journal, and then I'm bringing in gold, and I might bring in some cream, like lace. I'm not quite ready to move in that direction yet, but there we go. I can still do something with that though. And then let's do that. And the lace, I'm gonna shorten this up a little bit. All right, like that. I like it. A little bit of glue. There we go. And I've lost my lace. Where did it go? Do you see it? Oh, it blended in with the page. How funny. All right, go right across here. Get the lace on. And I think I might want something in the middle. Maybe this is a place for a fussy cut. This little tint, perhaps. Some blue ink around it. It is going to be dimensional. There's a chance I'm going to catch it on something, but I like it, so I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be held back by the what ifs. Yeah, I like it. And that is going to be super simple. There we go. And that's a super quick and easy third page. All right, I have 3 of these pockets left and 2 more signatures. So let's see what kind of trouble we can get into here. This paper, this is very old book paper. I don't think that's gonna hold up very well. Ooh, this black paper. That is gonna pop super nicely. So I'm actually gonna trim this up because I have that offset and it's really obvious against that black background. I can ink it as well. I think I'm gonna do the blue ink on this one. There we go. Get all those edges. That'll definitely keep those white cut edges from showing up against this darker black background. This is a piece of a bag. It was I went to an antique mall and that's the bag that they gave me. It was like a gift bag. There we go. Those are the words. And it's craft paper on the inside and it was black on the outside. And I was like, oh, I'm definitely using this for something. Oh, look how dark and moody that is. I love it. All right, close my ink back up. Let's do 3 sides on this one. And maybe, now I know I normally would keep that pocket all the way open, but I kind of love the idea of shrugging off being conventional and it would still leave me a little pocket space there where I could put something small and tuck it in. And that would also bring some variety. So it's not just like, oh, it's a pocket. I like it. Let's do the purple around the edges there. And this is another fussy cut from the kids. This is one of my favorite fussy cuts from the kids. And I'm going to go with my glue stick on this one. Just get it all over. super pretty. And then what other elements can we bring in? I feel like we need a little something down here. I have some tulle. It's a big piece of tulle. I feel like I have a little piece of this somewhere, but can we do this without making it all chunky? All right, I'm gonna cut a piece off. That's not popping very well, so I'm gonna layer it with something else. That lace is pretty, but oh, pink? Are we gonna bring some pink in and then layer some purple on top of it? That does pop. And then I am just gonna grab, where's my stapler? I bought a brand new stapler. This thing is amazing. So let's see if it works on all this fabric. It just, like, that's it. Like, it is the easiest. I will put a link to this in the description down below. It's like a one-finger stapler, and it's just the best thing ever right now. I'm pretty excited by it. This is not too fat and chunky. I will glue all of the pink down, and that'll keep it from, it'll take some of the dimension out of it. Like that. And then obviously we need to cover up the staple with something. We could go for another button. Oh, I have a blue button. That's nice. What do we do with the little button bow? So I've got, let's see, embroidery thread, and let's pull that gold color around. All right, so I've got my needle, I've got my threader. And I'm just gonna cut off a piece of this embroidery thread. I can also put a link to this kit down below. It's a really nice kit. It's got tons of colors. It comes with everything you need, needles and threaders and all of those goodies. I am not an embroidery person. I'm not an embroidery expert. I am not, it's not something I'm good at. However, I think it's fantastic for junk journals. Now, I needed to start from the front, so I'm starting from the front. I'm gonna leave a little leg hanging, and I'm gonna go through a couple times just to build up a nice thick layer. Come out the front again, take the needle off, and tie a bow. It is small and it is fiddly and it's so adorable though. All right, there. That is a very leggy bow. So I'm gonna rein it in, get it twisted so the legs are both on the bottom. Like that. And then where are my fabric scissors? My craft scissors don't want to cut this very well. There you go. And some glue right here. And there we go. Yay! Oh, I like that a lot. This is a little bent. I'm gonna try to iron that out a bit, but now I have this cute little pocket. Let me press down on that. I'm gonna let this dry for a minute, and then we're just gonna move on to the last one. We are speed crafting today. All right, let's flip through, find a place in the 5th signature for the 5th pocket. Oh, I forgot about this. This is so fun. That's the middle of the signature. I'm gonna have to do something clever there, maybe make it into a door. I love it with the magic potion behind it. Not on that one. No. Oh, and then that's the end. Flipping back, gotta find somewhere. I don't like doing it on these smaller pages. I feel like they're not sturdy enough to kind of hold up. I'm overthinking. I really should go over here and do it on this side. Yeah, okay. So I've already, you can see I already pulled a cluster out from my bin of clusters. So those are the little ones. These are the big ones. And I just dumped sequin all over the floor. False alarm, the lid was on. Whew. was a close one. All right, so let me trim this up. It has gotten close quarters here. I pulled a bunch of supplies out. I wanted to do a bunch of work on this and do a lot of recording today and tomorrow. Oop, trash is over there. And I've kind of crowded myself in. Should we go purple or blue? If I can find the blue dauber, we'll do blue. I think that'll contrast nicely with, this is a very lightly purple dyed paper. Oh, I just love this combination of purple and blue. I feel like it's all magical, and to me it just screams fantasy forest. But I'm a big nerd, so all right. I'm gonna go ahead. Should I round the corners on this pocket as well? At least the bottom corners. I did a decorative scissor edge on the paper. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. There we go. Just to make it a little fancier. I could have done a decorative scissor on the bottom or something like that, but oh, that's purple. I'm gonna go like up high. Let's flout convention. And is this about to become a belly band instead of a pocket, even though it has the little scoop in it? Or is it like a middle of the page pocket and then you could write below it? I'm going in the middle of the page. We're doing pockets today, so I'll leave it a pocket. There's a glob on my glue. But I like that that's gonna kind of leave a writing space below the pocket. And you can put some shorter things in there. Sometimes when I do pockets down low, I feel like you have to fill the space up and it has to be tall, or especially if you're trying to complete a page and make it, you know, just finish it up. So I feel like that is too big. So I'm gonna go like that and like that and make it a little smaller. And I like it up there. Let's hit that with just a little bit of ink, just to bring our colors in. Glue on the back. Again, this is just 3 little scraps of paper stapled together. I used up a bunch of scraps on my table. Let's go right there. Oh, and maybe now it's time for the wolf. I like the wolf with the flowers. Why not? Let's go purple around the edge. And this is how fast and easy it can be to add things to your journal. I know you're like, I know I'm gonna write here. I know I'm gonna stick some things in there. They can be decorative pieces now. They can be special things later. I can do some writing and fold it up and tuck it in there. So there's no reason to overthink everything. Just say, I'm doing pockets today, and breeze your way through. So that is really, and that's it, guys. That's 5 pockets through 5 signatures, and I'm really pleased with them. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.